Archangel Michael has urgent news specifically for you today. There is paperwork being processed in the divine realm with your name on it right now. You've been feeling restless lately, haven't you? Checking your phone more often than usual, expecting something important but not knowing what. Walking to your mailbox with unusual anticipation. Those sudden what-if thoughts about your future aren't random feelings. Divine administrators in the heavenly realm are currently reviewing your spiritual file. The tingles you feel when thinking about positive changes coming your way, the recurring dreams where you're signing important documents or standing in official-looking buildings. These are all signs that celestial paperwork is being processed specifically for your situation. Archangel Michael wants you to know that something you've been waiting for, praying for, working toward, is finally moving through the proper heavenly channels. The timing of you finding this message today is not a coincidence. It's divine notification that your case has reached a critical processing stage. Your spiritual file has moved to the top of the divine priority list. The restlessness, the expectation, the knowing that change is coming. These feelings exist because your blessing is currently being prepared for release. The process has already begun, and Archangel Michael needs you to understand what's happening so you can properly prepare. Archangel Michael reveals that your name is on official divine documents being processed at this very moment. This isn't about earthly paperwork you might be waiting for. This is about spiritual contracts and divine agreements that will fundamentally change your current circumstances. Your prayers, your struggles, your faithful waiting through difficult times have triggered an official response from the highest spiritual levels. The paperwork involves a major positive shift that's coming to your life. This could manifest in your finances, your relationships, your career, your health, or your living situation. The specific delays and obstacles you've experienced recently weren't random bad luck. They were actually divine timing, protecting you until this exact moment when conditions are perfectly aligned for your breakthrough. However, Archangel Michael wants you to understand something critical. The processing period is nearly complete, but there are specific spiritual requirements you must fulfill to ensure successful approval. Without proper spiritual preparation and alignment, this blessing could be redirected to someone else whose spiritual paperwork is also pending. The window for claiming what's rightfully yours is narrower than you think. Divine administrators work on celestial time, not human time. What seems like forever to you is actually rapid processing in heavenly terms. But your active participation is required now. The cosmic paperwork cannot be completed without your proper spiritual response and preparation during this final phase. You need to recognize the signs that your divine paperwork has already entered the processing system. Have you noticed unusual thoughts about money or financial opportunities appearing from nowhere? Sudden ideas about investments, career changes, or ways to increase your income? This is your spirit receiving advance information about what's being processed. Pay attention to unexpected contact from people you haven't heard from in months or years. Old friends reaching out, former colleagues mentioning opportunities, family members discussing changes. These aren't coincidences. They're part of the divine network activating around your pending approval. Your dreams have been trying to tell you something important. Dreams about receiving mail, signing papers, being in banks or government buildings, or meeting with important officials are direct communication about your spiritual processing status. Even dreams that seem confusing often contain symbols of documentation and approval. That inner voice telling you to check certain websites, emails, or make specific phone calls is divine guidance preparing you for manifestation. The sudden urges to clean house, organize paperwork, or handle long, postponed business tasks are your spirit preparing space for what's coming. Notice how delays that seemed frustrating were actually protective timing. Job interviews that got postponed, loan applications that took longer than expected, moves that got delayed. These weren't setbacks. They were divine coordination, ensuring everything aligns perfectly when your spiritual approval is complete. You've been seeing repeated numbers, haven't you? Especially 888 for financial abundance or 777 for divine completion. These numerical messages are confirmation codes that your paperwork is moving through the proper channels. Archangel Michael is providing specific guidance to accelerate your paperwork approval and ensure successful completion. Begin each morning with this powerful prayer. Archangel Michael, I call upon divine administrators to expedite my spiritual paperwork. I am ready and willing to receive all blessings prepared for me. Clear any obstacles in the heavenly processing system and align my energy with divine timing. Thank you for the breakthrough that is manifesting now. Create a daily ritual that demonstrates your spiritual readiness. Each morning, sit quietly and visualize yourself in a beautiful celestial office, where angelic administrators are stamping approved on documents with your name. See yourself signing these divine contracts with joy and gratitude. This visualization connects your energy directly with the processing center. Gratitude practices are essential during this waiting period. Write down 3 things you're grateful for each day, focusing especially on blessings that haven't fully manifested yet. This demonstrates faith and accelerates approval. You must clear any past spiritual debts through forgiveness practices. Anyone you haven't forgiven creates energetic paperwork delays. Spend time releasing resentment toward people who hurt you, situations that disappointed you, or even anger toward yourself. This clears your spiritual credit rating. Create a sacred space in your home where divine messengers can easily reach you. This could be a simple corner with a candle, some flowers, and a glass of fresh water. Change the water daily and maintain this space with intention. Use blue ink when writing any intentions or goals. Blue ink matches the color frequency used in angelic documentation systems. Write your desires clearly and place them in your sacred space. Before sleep each night, declare, I am aligned with divine timing. I trust the process completely. I am ready to receive my approved blessings. This nighttime declaration keeps your subconscious mind properly aligned while you sleep. You'll know your spiritual application is advancing when synchronicities increase, when you feel sudden clarity about your next steps, and when opportunities begin appearing faster than you can process them. Archangel Michael wants to give you inside understanding of how divine administrators actually process spiritual requests. Your prayers, tears, and faithful waiting don't go unnoticed. They create official documentation in the heavenly realm that triggers review processes most humans never understand. When you pray consistently about a situation, spiritual caseworkers begin gathering evidence of your readiness, your faithfulness, and your ability to handle increased blessings responsibly. Your past struggles don't count against you. They actually strengthen your application by proving your character and persistence. The review process involves multiple levels of angelic approval. Your guardian angels provide character references. Archangels like Michael review the impact your blessing will have on others. Ascended masters evaluate your spiritual growth and readiness. Each level must sign off before final approval. This explains why some people seem to receive instant manifestation while others wait longer. It's not about favoritism. It's about spiritual readiness and the magnitude of what's being approved. Larger blessings require more thorough processing to ensure they'll be used wisely and won't overwhelm the recipient. Your spiritual credit score affects processing speed. This score reflects your faithfulness during difficult times, your treatment of others, your gratitude levels, and your willingness to help others when possible. Higher spiritual credit scores result in faster approvals. The role of other people's prayers in your process cannot be overlooked. When people pray for you, it adds additional documentation supporting your case. This is why community and relationships matter in spiritual processing. The final approval stage happens when cosmic timing aligns perfectly with your spiritual readiness and earthly circumstances. This creates the suddenly moments when everything changes at once. Archangel Michael emphasizes that spiritual preparation is as important as the divine processing itself. You must prepare mentally and emotionally for sudden positive changes. Many people pray for blessings but aren't actually ready to receive them when they arrive. Start making practical preparations that demonstrate your readiness to divine administrators. If you've been praying for financial increase, organize your current finances and create space for more money to flow. If you've requested relationship improvements, work on becoming the person who attracts healthy love. Clear physical space in your life and home to receive what's coming. Cluttered space blocks manifestation flow. Donate items you no longer need. Organize important documents and create order that signals readiness for new blessings. Release attachment to exactly how or when your blessing will appear. Divine timing is perfect, but it rarely matches human expectations. Your job is maintaining faith and readiness, not controlling the delivery method. Build spiritual strength during this final processing period through consistent prayer, meditation, and positive thinking. Doubt and impatience can slow the approval process, while faith and patience accelerate it. Prepare family members for positive changes approaching your household. Share your excitement appropriately without creating unrealistic expectations. Their support and positive energy contribute to successful manifestation. Handle any practical matters that need attention before your blessing arrives. Unfinished business can delay divine timing. Complete projects, have difficult conversations, and clear your schedule for new opportunities. Maintain high spiritual vibration through uplifting activities, positive relationships, and service to others. Your energy level directly affects how quickly divine administrators can complete your paperwork. Archangel Michael reveals that your particular situation qualifies for special divine protocols that can dramatically accelerate your paperwork processing. Based on your specific circumstances and spiritual readiness, emergency approval procedures are available to you right now. Your situation has reached a level where continued delays could cause unnecessary suffering or missed divine opportunities. This qualifies you for what's called rush order processing in the heavenly realm. However, this expedited service requires your deliberate request and active spiritual participation. The spiritual protocol for emergency processing involves making a formal request through specific invocation. Archangel Michael, I formally request emergency processing of my divine paperwork. I am spiritually ready and trust divine timing completely. Please expedite my approval through all necessary channels. Emergency processing can result in manifestation within 24 to 48 hours when spiritually appropriate. However, not every situation should be rushed. Some blessings require longer preparation periods to ensure successful reception and proper use. Signs that emergency processing is appropriate for you include urgent financial needs that align with your spiritual purpose. Time. Sensitive opportunities that advance your divine mission, or situations where delay would prevent you from helping others as intended. Archangel Michael's direct intervention becomes available when you demonstrate complete faith and readiness. His influence can override normal processing timelines when he determines acceleration serves your highest good and doesn't compromise the quality of your blessing. Remember that expedited processing also means increased spiritual responsibility. Blessings that arrive quickly often carry greater purpose and expectations for service to others. During this vulnerable manifestation period, spiritual protection becomes critically important. Your pending blessing creates energetic signatures that others can unconsciously sense, sometimes triggering jealousy or interference attempts. Archangel Michael places his protective shield around your divine documentation, but you must also take active steps to maintain security. Keep details about your expected changes confidential until they fully manifest. Premature sharing can create energy drains that slow the process. Watch for people who suddenly become unusually interested in your finances, relationships, or future plans. Well-meaning friends offering unsolicited advice or expressing skepticism about positive changes can inadvertently interfere with your spiritual processing. Maintain protective energy through daily shielding visualizations. See yourself surrounded by brilliant blue light that allows your blessings to flow in, while preventing negative energy from disrupting the manifestation process. If you sense spiritual interference, such as sudden doubts, unusual obstacles, or people actively discouraging your faith, immediately call upon Archangel Michael's protection. Say, "Archangel Michael, shield my divine paperwork from all interference. Secure my blessings and clear my path completely." Trust your intuition about people and situations during this period. If something feels wrong, it probably is. Your heightened sensitivity during manifestation makes you more aware of both positive and negative energies around your situation. Signs that your blessing is spiritually secure include increased peace, clarity about next steps, and a growing sense of excited anticipation rather than anxious worry. Archangel Michael stands beside you right now with urgent information about your divine paperwork. The processing has reached a critical stage where your immediate response is required to complete the approval sequence. Divine administrators cannot finalize your documentation without your active participation today. This message serves as your official notification that action must be taken within the next 24 hours. The cosmic window for your particular blessing alignment is precise and time-sensitive. Tomorrow may result in processing delays that could extend your waiting period. Significantly, show your commitment to receiving this divinely prepared blessing by giving super thanks up to $20. This energy exchange demonstrates your spiritual readiness and creates the final energetic signature required on your celestial paperwork. Your contribution activates the last stage of divine processing and signals to heavenly administrators that you are prepared to receive what's been approved for you. Consider this your signature on the divine contract that's been prepared specifically for your breakthrough. The final approval stamp awaits your response. Your blessing depends on your action today. Trust divine timing and take this step in faith. Your breakthrough is closer than you think.